get this stuff. These Burt's beeswax lip balm.
Yeah.
If you put it on your eyes, on your eyelids, it like makes you high. Like makes you feel high. Have you not seen that?
No.
It's literally people go out clubbing and they put this on their
No way, you're
like on their
lying.
eyelids, and then they're like, "Whoa, man!"
You're lying.
I'm not lying. Like legit, search it up.
Who started doing that?
I don't know. Like you know how it feels on your lips. It's like a bit tingly.
Oh my
on
God,
your
my
eyelids,
voice.
it's like
No way.
Wow.
If I didn't have makeup on, I would try that.
Should I
I
try
didn't have
it?
makeup
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my God, my voice is so
Has
fucked.
an allergic reaction. Does the podcast on the way to the hospital.
Oh my God, I hope it doesn't go in your eyes. You're
I'm
just sitting
shocked
in the
right
back
now.
like,
Yeah, she just blazed.
All right, we'll give it some time.
Oh my gosh.
What's up?
Oh my God, I literally can't even talk.
If you're
Oh.
just listening on Spotify, I'm really sorry because Jordyn's voice is like...
Oh my God, I had a big one last night. Oh,
Yeah, you did.
I did. I had a big one. I said to myself that I wasn't going to go out and that I wasn't going to have a big one. So I wore jeans and a hoodie and ended up not coming home until 4:30 in the morning.
That's always the best nights though.
I did. I had such a good time.
Mine was in reverse. We were supposed to go to that same event, but because I have baby brain, I completely forgot about it. Sorry to
Honestly,
our
as I
friend
said
that
to
held
you,
that event. But I didn't realise until I got home and I saw on your story that you were out, and I was like to Bianca, I think we were supposed to be there, but I'm too pregnant. I just can't do it.
no, that's so fine because you probably wouldn't have had as good of a time anyway because you were sober and nobody else was.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
You guys would have just been wasted. No one
it
would
was,
have lived.
yeah. El Camino is, once you go in, man, you
There's
always
no
come out.
coming
You
out.
always come
There's
out
no
fucked
coming
up.
out.
You don't leave the same person that you walked in.
Every time I go to El Caminos, I get fucking trashed. So
And you went to work, Em?
eyes.
Are they stinging?
It feels like someone's like,
oh my God,
Really?
maybe
My
wipe it
eyelids.
off.
nah, it's
So
fine. It's
this-
just a bit cold.
This Burt's Bees as well has peppermint in it, so it
Oh
could,
my
it could be
God.
stinging you.
That's like that body
My
wash.
eyes
that-
full start like,
Has anyone actually heard that? I didn't even know that was a
oh
thing.
my God,
that...
it's all over TikTok. People at the club. It's like the new jungle juice.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, jungle juice I would not try.
Oh my God, yuck. What's that one that you sniff?
Jungle juice.
Oh, that jungle juice?
I thought it was called an
Oh
enamel.
my God. That's what jungle juice
Yeah.
is. Oh my God.
Sorry, I think I'm still
So
drunk.
gross. We're not promoting that at all. Please
No.
don't
Yeah.
do that. And you went to work, Emily, last night, you said?
Well, so I had my grandma's 80th birthday yesterday, and it was the
Lit.
first time
So
that my
cute.
whole family has been together in over 10 years.
Really?
Like my whole
Wow.
mum's side of the family, all the cousins, all the grandkids, like everything.
Sick.
Like, because two of my cousins, one of them works for Emirates, one of them just travels the world. So, like, we're never all together living life. So that was, like, really, really, really wholesome. I did actually work the night before that. So I had 3 hours of sleep before that. Was at the birthday by 11. Was leaving the birthday at 8 p.m. Went home, got ready, went to work. And then I got to work and I was like, yeah, I'm going to hustle. I'm going to make money. And then like 2 hours later, I'm sitting in the toilet in the back room with my slippers on and my jumper, and I'm leaning up against the wall and I fell asleep. And someone literally goes, can I have some toilet paper? And I woke up, I said, fuck this cunt. I need to go home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
you have
I've
a
been
big
working,
week.
yeah, I've been like dancing all week. And then I only had Tuesday night off. Like I danced all day, then taught all night, and then worked Friday, Saturday. And then my only day off, we went to dinner.
Yeah, true.
So this is my rest day. So after this, I'm going to fucking bed. Yeah.
As you should. You deserve it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to have a rest day today too. I just need to chill.
I
Like, I've
also
just-
think that.
Obviously traveling, getting back from America,
I know. I'm
being
so
jet
happy you're
lagged.
back.
Took me like 3 days to get over the jet lag, and then I went straight back to work. So I just feel like I've been going and going and going and not stopped. And I'm at that stage of pregnancy where my feet fucking hurt to stand up.
Your belly.
I
is
wish you
so
could see the belly right
cute.
now.
I know.
It's so big. It's
It's
so
popped.
big. She popped so much since you left and came back.
I know.
Like-
I've posted a lot of the photos on my Instagram if anyone wants to see. But
They're
are
they're like
popped.
so
Hot.
hot.
This is like hot
Hot.
pregnancy.
I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Every time I take photos, I'm like, I can't. It's like when you have a new accessory and you
Yeah.
can't not show that off in the photo. Like I just have to show my belly in photos.
And I can't, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I'm going to get big.
Oh my God. And we should just find out the gender.
No, I don't want to find out.
I want to find out.
I just want it to be a surprise.
I guess we'll just have to buy all neutrals then.
Yeah.
It's probably, I can't imagine you'd have a pink or blue baby anyway.
No, I don't want pinks and blues and shit like that.
Okay, but if you have a girl, I'm definitely going to like...
Get her a Cinderella dress.
Yeah.
With the little clip-clop heels.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes,
Bianca wants to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wants to get all the girly stuff.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
have to have a little bit of a princess moment.
Mm.
Just see if they like it, and if they don't do it again.
It's fine if they
But
don't.
at least give them the option to
Yeah.
like it
To be a princess.
from a very early age.
Honestly, that would probably happen. Like, I'm such a tomboy and I have like the girliest little girl ever.
To be honest, even if you have a boy, I'm still going to buy a Cinderella dress and clip-clop
True.
heels.
True.
Just because it's a little baby in our life, and I'm
Yeah.
just going to say, try everything.
Just
Yeah.
try it. Try it on.
You might love it.
That'll be so cute.
We raised this like flamboyant gay guy, and we're like,
my
we have
gosh.
no influence on that at
Yeah.
all.
Accidentally did it on purpose.
But he's like straight as fuck.
Seriously. Oh my
Cute.
gosh. Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm back
so
from
good
America.
to be back. I love being here, that you're back. And what,
Same.
What am I saying?
Go back to
Are
bed.
you still lit?
Honestly, I'm going to say no, but like,
A
Deep
little
down.
I really don't know. I don't know. It's okay. I'm living my best life right now.
You are.
I'm back on my shit, man. I am not sad anymore.
Bit. Why? What's new? What's happening? Anything you can discuss?
No.
You're talking to it.
Oh my God,
you're talking
I'm
to someone?
crying and I'm so emotional. No, I mean, I might have met someone
Mm-hmm.
and it's really, really nice.
That's good.
And it's just really slow and steady
Mm-hmm.
and don't know where it's going, but I like where it's going.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice.
Very good.
it is really nice. And they're really nice to me. And that's like the nicest thing ever because no one that I've ever dated has ever been nice to me. So
It's such a flex
Actually,
when you
that's-
meet someone
that's
who's
a-
actually just nice.
I don't mean that because Tay was really nice to me.
Yeah.
But in a different,
You've just had a lot of experiences of people not being nice to you.
yeah, literally everybody
Yeah.
else. Literally everybody else I've ever dated was so mean to me. And that's something that I have like mad trauma about now. Like I get really anxious when people are mean because of how mean my ex was to me. So the fact that she's like really nice. Oh, I just dropped that. But the fact that
It's a girl.
it's a girl.
Surprise.
Did anybody think it was a boy though?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I just didn't want to categorize anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's just really nice to me and it's really, really nice. And she thinks it's really weird that I think it's weird.
Take a shot every time Jordyn says nice.
Rewind, go back.
Well,
Yeah, but-
I'm happy for you. That's
yeah, I
good.
mean, that's what's new for me.
I feel like I came back from America and you two are both just like giddy little
What?
in love.
That's so
like,
crazy. Oh, we don't last long, do we?
it's good to see though.
No, it's good. It's good.
You can't.
Happy, nice girls.
Yeah.
Getting treated well
Mm-hmm.
and just enjoying life. Like, it makes me enjoy life so much more when I'm being treated well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you can't choose the timeline of things. Like you just never know.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I had every intention of, and not that I'm not single, I'm very much single, but I had every intention of just
Staying.
absolutely as far away from feelings as I could again.
Mm-hmm.
But I may have a crush.
That's okay.
Just a little one.
Well, I'm so glad to be back podcasting again too because I really missed this. I had a lot of
my
fun
God.
doing the TikTok live.
That was so
fun.
awesome.
For those who listened, if you didn't listen, we actually got banned quite quickly because
because
we
I
were
was
just
I was talking about sex.
Activities.
yeah, we were talking how we talk on the podcast, not realizing
Yeah.
that TikTok does not like that. So we got banned pretty fucking fast.
Did you realize how quickly they were listening to us?
Literally.
They listened to every word we said because we got blocked very quickly.
Somebody probably reported us, which fair enough. We were breaking the rules. That's
Loser.
and then we just started back up again and yeah, it's good to be back actually doing official podcasting. We actually are going to start doing longer podcasts too. Like, we're not going to do the half hour, 40 minutes. We're going to do like an hour of power, if you will.
Oh, an hour of power. That's hot.
I love talking shit with my besties.
Yeah.
We have 3 singing classes a week, and that's what I sound like. But that's fine.
Killing it.
You are killing it.
Love it. Love it, love it.
So what else is new? I feel like we have a million things to talk about, and I just like forgot as soon as we started filming.
Baby brain.
Yeah, literally.
Blame it on
Baby brain
baby.
is so real. I feel like I had some stories from America to tell you guys. Like,
Oh my God, yes.
what?
The fact that we did that TikTok live when you were in America at a house party, sitting upstairs in the bedroom.
Yeah, I was dead sober. Bianca's downstairs lit with her friends in a house party, and I'm just like doing a TikTok live upstairs. That was fun.
Period.
Commitment.
That was fun. Yeah, I stayed up till like 4 a.m. because you guys, like, obviously the time difference, but it was worth it.
It was so much fun.
We should do more TikTok lives.
Absolutely.
If you guys have any ideas for like content you want us to do on TikTok too, like any
Yeah,
like,
what do people do on
challenges
them?
or like
Challenges. I just talk shit on TikTok, but that dunking the face thing was really
Yeah,
funny.
that was
Like,
funny.
That was
That
so
sort of stuff.
funny. I
But
love
what
that
do
shit.
people do on TikTok live? Like, what's like the...
I just see people argue.
Oh, really?
the
Yeah.
lesbian drama scene on TikTok, the Australian
live.
lesbian. Oh my God.
It's icky.
If you know, you know. But there are so many fucking lesbians that go there, and honestly, they just make me so embarrassed to be part of. Like,
What, they argue with each other on TikTok
they
live?
like fully break up, cheat, like everything on TikTok live. Like, instead of FaceTiming, they just do it on live with like 1,000 people watching, and then like
wild.
they'll be like, "I'm never fucking talking to that bitch again," and then literally the next day they're on live being like, "Oh my God, I love you so much."
So it's a stage performance,
and they get
basically.
paid for it because they battle. So they battle each other, and then people send them gifts, and when you get gifts, you get money.
Yeah, okay.
And so they do it. That's their full-time thing that they do. Like, they literally sit there all day, all night, and they just fight and fight. And then it's like sympathy gifts. People are like, I feel so sorry for you, even though they're like the most toxic, like egotistical. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Egotistical people. Like, they literally just like thrive off it. And they just like call each other out. Like, they literally just talk so much shit.
That is.
I'm gonna have to watch
that.
I
is
used to be. No,
crazy.
don't. It's
Don't.
a really deep rabbit hole.
Okay.
And I was in it for like a good solid like 8 months just watching this. But like, it was consuming my brain because I was like addicted to the drama.
You know what is enough lesbian drama for me to watch?
The ultimatum.
The Ultimatum.
Bruh.
That is, like, I just love that this is in our timeline of life. Like,
Yeah.
there's not been much, like, enough lesbian content, and that show, I swear
Really
to God,
just said, this is what it's like.
they were like, we're just gonna go in and we're gonna, like, I love that the lesbians on it too, like, weren't like super young, like they weren't like young baby lesbians.
Most of them were.
Over 30.
Yeah.
They were mature, like,
Mature.
relationships. Yeah.
Mature age.
Mature age,
yeah.
Yeah.
I just like that show. I just want another season immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see more gay girl couples.
And
like
I want
that.
one in like different countries.
Yeah.
Like, I want like a UK one. I want an
I would
Australian
love
one.
it if they
like,
just
I want
brought
a
one
Canadian
here.
one.
I'd love to see which couples go on the show if it was here. If we'd know anyone.
As if we wouldn't know
Yeah.
people that go on that show.
Some of our friends would go on that show.
And they probably wouldn't make it to the end.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to take back in the last podcast we filmed, and I was like, oh my God, me and Bianca would go on that show and win. Not even kidding you. The first like minute 30 of the first episode, I paused it and was like, I take back what I said. This show is so toxic.
It's awful.
I was
Yeah.
like, I would never want to be on this because, like, I wouldn't even want to be around people like that.
Yeah.
Like, some of the things that were happening and that were being said, I was like, I actually don't want, not that I have any, like, non-trust in our relationship, nothing to do with that. I just personally don't want to be around that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be
It was
on that.
bad from the fucking get-go, and it just completely got worse and worse and worse throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when they had to sit at the table together and talk and tell the person that they were coupling up with all of these amazing things about them while their fucking other ex,
Mm-hmm.
not really your ex, just technically you're on a break,
Literally.
and they're just sitting there and they just have to listen to. I could never.
Like, when Lexi said to Mel, like, I see us forever. Like, I see us, like, having kids, or, like, whatever she said, in front of her person
partner.
who is like still her girlfriend being like, yep, and they've only had 2 dates and they're like, I see you forever. And like, I guess it's a good representation of lesbians.
Literally, that is what lesbians
that is how
like.
quickly they move. But like, that was intense. I would have lost my shit. And like, when Vanessa was like sitting there being like, fuck you.
Oh
fuck
my
you. I was
God.
like, my body was like, oh my God, bitch, I want to fucking lean over the table and bounce.
Same.
Straight on the fucking head,
she boiled a blood in me that I didn't know.
Same. And when Yoli brought it up, or Mildred, one of them was like, you're actually sitting there saying fuck you to Xander, like, while they're talking. I was like, yes, thanks. I'm so glad someone brought this up. Because you know when that happens on reality shows and you're like, why aren't they discussing that?
Yeah,
that just
and
happened?
you're like, are we just turning a blind? Like, did we see that right?
Yeah.
But the thing out of that show was like the way that they would converse, like it was the conversations and like the fact that they did call somebody out and like they were super straight up about it. Like even in the reunion, like they were just all having an opinion. And I feel like that was one thing I noticed from watching this Ultimatum, how much more mature women are.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The gay, like the girl couples versus, because I watched the straight one as well, so much more mature. Like they really, they like
completely.
They say everything. They literally say everything truly how they're feeling. And then you just watch some of the straight couples, like it's all coming from ego. Like, you know that some of the guys are speaking out of like, just straight from their ego, where they don't want their girlfriend with another guy. Whereas like you're watching girls like watch their partners have a relationship with someone else, like Mel being so understing.
Oh my God,
she won the whole season for me.
Mel.
Yeah.
Love it. And she's hot too. So
I just want to say, because I haven't seen anyone talk about this I've tried to find it. There was a moment in the season where it was just before Vanessa. This is spoilers, by the way. Vanessa and Ray, just before they slept together. There was a moment where they were walking from the lounge room into the bedroom.
oh my God,
and they had like a blanket wrapped around, and the cameraman literally zoomed out of them, zoomed into the table, and there was a plate of cocaine on the fucking table. Like, no word of a lie, he like literally moves the camera, zooms in on this plate, and there's lines on the fucking plate. And no one has, like, I've been looking like high and low on fucking TikTok for people to be like, does anyone want to talk about the cocaine that was like displayed? And not a single, I haven't seen a single thing. So
I feel like it's a lot more people do it more in America than they do it here.
But to put it on TV. Like, that is
true.
insane.
I didn't see it until you showed me, and I was like, he really, or she, really zoomed in on that. Like, zoomed in on the plate with a line on it, like a fat white line. I was like,
slug.
whoa.
There was a slug on that plate.
There was a slug on that plate.
Like, and then they went to bed, and like when they were like staring at each other, like I was like looking at their pupils, and they were like, boom.
Oh my God.
And then they fucked. So like, you know.
Imagine though, like imagine the camera person just like did that, thinking, oh, I'm just going to do this for like the editors so they can watch it because it'll be funny. And then the editing team was like, let's just put it in and see if anyone notices.
That's something you did.
I fucking noticed. I noticed.
Yeah, you did.
God.
But maybe that speaks volumes about me. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Spot the coke line.
Yeah. Ex-coke hub spots cocaine. Yeah.
Vanessa. I have been in one mind about that woman the whole season until the reunion. And then everything changed for me about everyone. My perspective on every single person changed watching the reunion.
Except Xander. Xander always was just pretty pure the whole time.
Yeah, true.
Do you think?
I mean,
No?
I don't know. I just think that the actual Ultimatum day, that was just, it was a lot of, I feel like people were just like pussyfooting around what they wanted, especially them, like Yoli, Xander.
I hate her.
Oh my God, Yoli saying yes to Mel. I was like, what?
She wanted both of them to want her. I literally don't like her at all.
Really?
Yeah, not a fan of her. I thought she was a little bit, like, I was like seeing something in her in the first couple of episodes, and then it progressively got worse, and then the reunion confirmed that she's fucking nuts. And I saw it because I literally felt it, because I've seen that personally before, her behavior. And it was just like a deer in headlights. I literally was like, holy fuck, she's a narcissist.
This
so bad.
sneakiness on that day where they all went to that bar.
Half-truths.
Yeah.
And like how she was standing there being like, can they see me? And like being like to Mel, like went out of her way to reassure Mel, like, you know, you've got nothing to worry about. And then like went straight back to the conversation with Xander and was like holding her hand.
Oh my God,
like,
same as Xander though. Remember when Xander said to Vanessa, like, do you trust me to sort this out? And Vanessa was like, yep, okay, like I trust you. And then as soon as Xander hangs out with Yoli, they just start acting like they're together again. I was like, you literally you just alluded to Vanessa that you were going to like end this. Like that's not exactly what they said, but they were like, do you trust me to sort this out?
Yeah.
Even after at the end when Yoli says yes to Mal and then goes and her and Xander see each other, the fact that she took the ring off and they're standing there cuddling and she goes, I want this, like saying all this stuff. Fuck that bitch.
You can't say yes to someone's proposal on television if you're even in a slight mind about someone else.
Not even on television,
Period.
just in general.
If you
like,
are getting proposed to and you're thinking about someone else, the answer is no. Like it's
respectfully no, because I'm in love with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that was like I'll just say yes and then I'll go see Xander and see how they feel, but I'm still not going to walk away with Xander.
She wanted them both to like fight over her and like when Mal was saying in the kitchen or something, she was like, I forget what she said, but it was something about calling her out on that, being like, what more do you like want from me? Like you're just dangling me, like and that is a really shitty situation to be in for anyone.
Yeah.
I fucking love Mal.
Yeah.
If you're watching this. I know you're single now.
And I think we need to talk about also Tiff and Mildred at the reunion. Like, so the whole season I was like thinking Tiff was like super toxic. I just thought Tiff's a problem. Like, I don't know. I just had this feeling, I guess everything Netflix showed, I was like, I just like don't trust Tiff's like intentions in their relationship. It just seemed like she wanted to fuck and it was just like no real mature conversations.
Problems.
Yeah. And then at the reunion and Mildred was calling Tiff out on a lot of things, I was still kind of sitting there going, oh, like good, like Tiff's being called out. And then it wasn't until Mildred started saying all the like physical stuff that had happened and I was like, what the fuck?
And then she blames everything on being a Latina.
Yeah, like you can't do that.
No, that doesn't excuse anything.
The part where she's like, we had so many people in our house, like I'm a Latina, we're all speaking over each other. Like I'm the furthest thing from a Latina and I grew up in a big family. We also speak over each other. It has nothing to do with being a Latina. There's just a lot of people in a household.
Yeah.
It's literally like sitting there being like, you're a cunt because you're a Gemini.
Yeah, which I'm not.
Well, I was going to say,
you are a Gemini. You are a Gemini, but you're not a cunt. But
no,
I do know a lot of Geminis
who are cunts.
Who are cunts.
Me too, sis. Me too.
Not me though.
No tea, no shade.
Yeah, that was hectic. And then on social media afterwards, what everyone on social media was saying about Mildred being like, that being verbally abusive, I was kind of like, oh, I like saw it in a different light. I was like, oh shit, is that like, I don't know. It was such a weird
I feel
dynamic.
like Mildred for a bit of like, I'm not good at talking today.
That's
some
great
of the
for a
things,
podcast
yeah,
host.
it's really
That's
good.
so good.
It's really good. I'm sorry, I had a big night. Oh, silly girl. But some of the things that Mildred did and the way that she acted and calling Tiff out, I feel like I agree with her. And the way that she acted, sometimes you just get to a point where you just like need to call them out. And Tiff was definitely toxic at points. But the way that she was in the reunion, finding out that she's like physically abusive as well, and the fact that Tiff felt like she had to leave. Like I was thinking about it, I was like, it's a bit dramatic that she like actually got in a car and left. And then I was like, well, I mean, if I was sitting in a fucking room with someone who threw something at me and I had to get them arrested and for domestic violence, I wouldn't want to. If we start yelling at each other, I'm gonna want to get the fuck out of there too.
Down straight away.
100%. So, I mean, it just goes to show that like Mildred definitely like was in the wrong.
And then
100%.
And then Aussie got to redeem themselves with one sentence, because the whole season, all of social media has been like, Aussie's so immature, always leaving the room, like learn how to have conversations. Like everyone on TikTok's just giving Aussie shit. And then after Tiff left and Aussie was like, just like subtly said something like, oh, I'm getting flashbacks of like this is what Mildred was like to me. And it made everyone just be like, oh yeah, maybe Ozzy was right.
I also really don't think that they should have put Ozzy on TV. Like, I think that, especially that breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think that should have been broadcast because that is like a proper trauma response.
It
like
is,
the way that they were outside sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
And
but
like,
in saying that though, it is bringing light to, and hopefully Ozzy feels this way, that brought light to like cultural influence on being gay.
Yeah.
Because Ozzy did talk a lot about how like their family doesn't know who they truly are, and
they have an identity crisis as well.
Yeah.
And especially at like Ozzy was like 40 something.
42 I think. Yeah.
So it's like that, to deal with like that sort of trauma at that age and like still be and like doing it on television. I don't know. I have some trauma, but like I
don't want to deal with it on TV.
Definitely, I wouldn't want it to be like broadcast to the world. Especially
I look so pale.
We're all pale.
Yeah, if you're
it's
watching,
summer.
I swear we're not this pale.
I mean,
it's not summer.
It's not summer. It's winter in Australia, and my skin is suffering.
Pasty white.
I
Crusty.
am almost translucent. That's how white I am.
All right, so what's
What's up?
What's up?
What else have we got?
What do we want to chat about today, guys?
Oh my God, actually I have a funny story. When I was in America, there's like this thing going around, because we're in Milwaukee and Chicago. There's like a trend going around at the moment in Milwaukee of this like gang of youths, young group of
hooligans,
troublemakers. They call themselves the Kia Boys. And it's going around on TikTok and YouTube now that apparently it's very easy to steal a Kia. Something got to do with the computer in the car, yeah. And so these young boys are like filming themselves going around through Milwaukee and just stealing Kias. And it is literally like, it's not like small. It's like anyone who has a Kia is worried. And when we spoke to Bianca's friends about it, the 3 of them who have Kias, it happened to all of them. All 3 of them had their car stolen. And then one of the guys, his friend had his car stolen 3 times.
What is the luck in that?
Literally. And if you look up the videos, it's literally like kids in the street, and they like, some of them are even showing their faces, and they have like these USBs. I don't know what's on them, but they like break into the car, take over the car, and then they're just like driving through the streets, like crashing into stuff. It's very dangerous. Like, and they're like ghost riding them and stuff. Like, it's super fucking dangerous.
Holy shit.
But it's actually like an epidemic right now in Milwaukee. Like the
Fuck
Kia
COVID.
boys.
The Kia boys are.
That is so random.
How fucking weird is that?
Oh my God.
So apparently, like, no one go and steal a Kia, please. But like, apparently it's easy.
My ex has a Kia.
Not that
I don't know how to do it.
He's scary.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it either. I barely even know how to drive my own car. Fucking
But how weird is that?
floor.
What a fucking chaotic thing to be happening.
That is
so
fucking
random.
crazy.
Look it up. Like, go on TikTok if you're listening. Type in Kia Boys. It is a legit thing.
Wait,
Wow.
and they take videos of them doing it and post it.
There's so many videos of them, like, they'll go through the streets, they'll pick a Kia, and they'll like steal it under like 5 minutes, and then they'll pile in and just like drive around the street. Then they're like 15, so they don't know how to drive. They're like crashing into stuff. And
Oh my God. One of them's going to end up dead. That's so
one of them
dangerous.
did. One of them died, yeah. There was a big accident where they were like all, you know how they like hang out the window and like ghost ride and like let it drive?
Oh my God.
And
that makes me feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, and the kid was out the window and he hit a bus. And it's on video. Like,
oh my God.
it's fucked. It's really fucked up.
He hit the bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. That poor bus driver.
So dangerous, right? It's fucked up.
Oh, that actually makes me feel sick when
Like,
people just do dumb
Cars
shit
are
like
not
that.
fucking toys.
No, not
Like,
toys.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
that fucked though? Like, can you imagine like having a teenager and having to worry about that? Like, you start seeing that online and you're like, please don't become a Kia boy. Like, please
Let me
don't.
see you down.
Yeah.
No, that's fucked up.
Mm.
I actually said to my sister the other day when we were at the beach, I was like, I just want to like, because she's just about to turn 19, and I feel like her generation was like the first, like, I don't know, I feel like us growing up, that was like the last like our bad shit was not really that bad, you know?
No.
Like, there was stuff that, like, kids are doing now are just so insane. And I literally said to her, I was like, I just want you to, like, know how proud I am of you that you didn't go down that, especially, like, growing up in Logan, like she's a really smart kid, but, like, she could have easily, like, gone down a path of, like, drugs and, like, stealing and that sort of, like, literally so many kids in this area do.
Definitely.
And rep it. And and I did. I was really fucked as a kid. Like,
honestly, same, but I do think that I am also proud of us too, because, like, the area that we grew up in, there are people who were doing much worse things that we were around. Like, we were around some pretty bad shit in this area. And
I used to, like, jump over fences and, like, steal from people's houses. I had this one mate who I was friends with, and he was, like, in and out of jail. He lived on my street. So, like, I knew his family and stuff. It wasn't just, like, some guy I met at the Hyperdome bus stop. But that's where we would hang out. And I was on Centrelink at the time because I got kicked out of my house. And really fun. And I would get out my whole Centrelink pay and give it to him to buy drugs. Because I was, like, so, like, easily influenced by kids that age. And, like, I just, like, honestly, it was just, growing up, I was this close to becoming, like, a jail rat. Like, I honestly...
proud of you.
That's your ratchet side in you.
Yeah, that's why I'm the way that I am.
But it does go to show you, like, kids are influenced by their environment. Like, me and my friends always talk about how crazy it is when we were young that we were, like, going to house parties when we were, like, 14, and the house parties were, like, 22-year-olds having the party.
Open house
parties.
Oh, but they were a fucking good time, man.
They were so good.
Oh,
we had them on the north side too. They were fun.
I posted my address on Facebook once and had an open party at my house.
Oh my God.
And I'll tell the story because it is a bit of a roller coaster, and I think it's good for the potty. So I put my address on Facebook, and my boyfriend at the time, I was literally 15, and my parents had gone camping for New Year's Eve, and I put my address on Facebook, and my boyfriend at the time, he called my home phone, and he was like, I'm going to bring all of my friends, and we're going to, like, fuck up your party if you have it. And I was like, okay. No, you won't. Like, you love me. Anyway, I told my brother, and he goes, well, I'm going to have a party out the front, and I'm going to invite all my big, scary heavy metal friends. You can have a party out the back. And so all of his friends hid knives in our front lawn because in case these guys rocked up, because they were, like,
which is a real
us.
Threat in the area we grew up in.
And so I had my party out the back, probably had, like, 50 people out the back of my house. He probably had, like, 30. And then the guy kept calling my home phone, and one of my brother's friend, he literally, like, pinned me up against my front balcony with a fucking baseball bat on my neck, being like, give me this cunt's address. Like, I'm going to go fuck him up. And I was like, because he was my boyfriend, I was like, no, like, it's fine. He's not going to come. Like, he's just bluffing. And my brother and his mates all ended up getting in a huge fucking, like, punch up because my brother saw this guy with my neck up against my balcony, and then they'd gone into a huge fight. Windows were smashed, and then they had, like, the punch up kept going and going and going, and then 5 cop cars rocked up at my house. They literally kicked everyone out of my house except for, like, me and maybe, like, 5 of my friends. I was like, please let them stay with me. Like, my house is fucked. There's blood everywhere, like, windows smashed. And then the guys who fought my brother called my brother, because they were friends, called my brother and said, one of the guys has lost his contacts, like his eye contacts. And he goes, if we don't get $200 to replace his contacts, I don't even know how much contacts are, but I don't think that much, we're going to come back to the house and we're going to smash it up even more. And I was 15 at this point. And then, so my brother walked down to the shops. Like, I asked all my friends, I was like, do you have any money? Like, can you please, like, help me? We got, like, the money that my mum left for us for food. And, like, my brother went down to the shops and, like, paid this guy to, like, not come and, like, fuck the house up. And
so
then
he could get his contacts back.
Yeah. And then the next day my parents came home. We literally had to call our neighbor to come replace the glass and pay for it because we were like, we don't want our parents to find out. There was literally blood, mud, everything throughout the whole house. My parents come home. The only way that they knew that we had this party was there was a goon sack under the stairs. And they were like, why was there a goon sack under the stairs? And I was like, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm going to tell you everything. Like, but that was like...
Is this the house that you live at now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honestly, though, like, as hectic as that is, to probably some people listening as well,
that was the norm.
that was like a normal open house party in Logan. Like, there was always, like, at the end of the night, cops would show up, windows would get broken, and you would have to, like, run home. You'd have to run.
And they used to do them in these big warehouses out in the middle of the nowhere. They would hire shuttle buses to get people from the train stations. So when the cops would rock up, people would be scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
Like hundreds and hundreds of like little 14-year-old people. They used to make like full like promo vlog videographer videos and post them. And there's actually one on YouTube that I'm in, and I'm literally twerking on a ladder at 14.
Wow, you haven't changed a bit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Growing up in North Lakes was really different.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
We had house parties.
Everyone's like, oh, you're from Logan.
Literally.
Yeah, we had house parties, and they would be like out in like not Caboolture, in like Burpengary.
Yeah.
Out in like land, and they were like open houses, and some of them were always like fucking crazy, and they would always get shut down, and but fuck, they weren't like that. There was nothing like that.
I had a house party once when we moved a little bit out of Logan to where like the acreage kind of areas are, and we had like a massive like block of land, and I was like, I want to have a house party. And something similar happened. Someone posted my fucking address on Facebook. Not me, someone else.
You look mortified.
And
I am like terrified for you. It's like making my heart race. I'm like, that is
hectic,
scary.
right? It was like halfway through the night, halfway through the party. We had like bonfires. There was probably like 200 people at my house, but it was like people that I knew, and it was like chill.
My parents would have.
And then we look like up the street, and there's like 10 maxi cabs just coming down the street. And my mum's like, they better not be coming here. And I'm like, they will be. And they pull up, and just piles of people got out. People I've never seen in my life.
It's probably me.
Probably. And I was just like, oh my God. I didn't know any of these people. And my mum literally just like went up to them and was like, look, you're already here. You can come in. Just don't cause shit.
What a bad bitch.
And we just had a massive house party.
I want to be that mum.
Yeah.
Maybe
same.
not to that extent, but like I want to be the mum that like all the kids come to their house and like that's like the safe house.
That was my house growing up.
Yeah,
same. That was my house growing up too. It was so good.
I love that. Like I literally love that. I would have been, I was already a really like bad kid, and I pushed my mum's limits. Like I gave that woman something that she didn't have before, but like.
Isn't it so crazy when you reflect back as an adult on how you treated your parents when you were a teenager and like how horrible you feel?
Me and my mum had a conversation like literally last week about, and I said to her, I was like, I'm finally like a good person. Like I feel like I'm finally out of my like shit cunt era of a kid, and I like fully apologized to her, and I feel like I watched it like heal a part of her that like she has always like wanted to have that conversation, and it was just like just having that and being like, this is like a monumental moment where she can now like start like healing and I can like help with that,
and
like
you can have an adult relationship together.
I
recommend that to anyone. Like go and literally talk to your mum like she's an adult and become friends with her, because take it from someone like me, and this is like pretty sad and morbid, but like I never had that conversation with my mum, and we did have a good relationship, but just all the things I think back on now, the times that I was a bitch, I'm always like, oh, and I know right now she would be like, oh my God, I don't even care, but you cannot help but feel like, fuck, I wish I like said sorry for that thing, or I wish I like had the conversation about this particular situation.
It's actually fucking insane. Like I think back, I remember one time my mum was in hospital for a lot of my teenage years, and she and I got in a screaming match to the point that she was like not letting me leave the house, and she'd take my keys because I was mental. Like I was not a good person when I was 17, and she has a really bad nerve disorder, and I like put my foot over the top of her foot. Like literally that would have killed her. Like she has a serious nerve disorder, and that was like when she was really, really bad, and I put my foot over the top of hers and I stared her literally dead in the eyes, and I was like, get out of my fucking way. And I've never been scared of my dad, and he literally grabbed me and fucking slammed me up against the wall and was like, don't. He just went into like protection mode of my mum, and the way that he looked at me and the way that he spoke to me, I literally have never been so scared in my life. And my dad is a gentle giant, and I just remember seeing my mum cry and just bawl her eyes out, and I just didn't care. And now I think like that makes me want to cry, even like talking about it, the way that I treated her. And like, I don't even know if we've had a conversation since then, even about that exact like argument, but holy fuck, like,
you should.
I know. I think I
honestly
think we do, but it's just such a crazy thing now, because I can't even imagine ever not only being that angry, but like ever just speaking to her like that, and speaking to anyone like that. Like, I just went into this like blackout rage that I just didn't give a single fuck about the person that I should care about the most.
Yeah. Why are we like that as teenagers? Fuck. Like,
it's so crazy.
I was a psycho teenager.
Same.
Like, maybe it was it's always because of your circumstances, and it's always because of what's going on in your life, and you're going through such a huge like transition, being a teenager, going through puberty, learning about yourself.
And we just take it out on the ones closest to us.
Yeah. But like, next fucking level, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even like imagine how that would feel as if I was when I become a mother. Like, if my kid spoke to me like that. Whoa.
But now I think because I was that girl, because I was such a fucking rat bag as a kid, I just feel like and honestly, I think everyone, like my mum probably said this, like, I will never like let my daughter like do that sort of stuff, but like I will, like,
do whatever you wanted.
Like, I will give you so much freedom, but like I just it makes me so sad that I was like that, and I just don't want to ever experience that, because I've seen how much I've like put pain into my mum's life, and I hope that like my child never does that.
I feel like that's something that you can always have a conversation with your kid, and like even with you when you have this baby and they're growing up and stuff, like you can have that conversation and be like, this is what I was like as a child. Like have and educate them on like the way that you can communicate better, like especially in those years of being a fucking rat bag when they're a teenager and they're going through those emotions. Like, having that communication from the get-go is something that I wish that I had more of, or knew more about how to communicate better about my fucking everything from such a younger age. So I feel like that's what like would be good when you have a kid, to instill in that.
Just communicate more.
Tell them what you were like.
If you're in your rat bag phase and you're listening or watching, go give your mum or dad a hug and just tell them that you love them. Even if you don't change your rat bag ways straight away, at least let them know that you can acknowledge that
you're being a rat bag.
You're being a fucking little bitch.
A loser.
Yeah.
Nice girls live longer.
Period.
And I just love seeing like mum-daughter relationships. Like now, like... And it's like, I always like make a joke now when I see like mums and their daughters, like if they're around my age, like out with their mums, like they're just like shopping or at the beach. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, fuck you. Because you have that and I don't. I know, it's so sad, but it's just like, I love seeing it.
Yeah.
And I think that for people who are younger, and if you're like going through like a tough time with your parents, where you're just like, I fucking hate them, they never let me do anything. They're literally kids raising kids.
Yeah.
Like when you grow up and realize, oh my God, my parents had no idea what they were doing. They also are doing something new. They're trying to raise a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine how hard that would be. I have teenage siblings, and like trying to like parent them is enough, but like.
Yeah.
I feel like having a teenage child would be the hardest phase of being a parent.
100%.
Literally.
100%. If they were anything like we were.
Yeah.
Damn. I got my work cut out for me one day, that's for sure.
And just like putting them through the stress as well, like even if you're not being like a bitch to your mum or whatever, but like I just think back to all the times when I was young and like going to house parties, like, and mum knew I was like going to a party with people like, you know, way older than me and drinking alcohol. Like, so dangerous.
Yeah.
Imagine being a parent and your kids going and doing that. You would be so stressed.
But then you would make them feel like they suck if they didn't let you go and do it. Like, you'd get mad at them, or like you would probably sneak out. Like, if you would rather like your parents let you do those things because you're probably going to do them anyway. Crazy shit, man.
Just do good. Be good.
Just do good. Be good.
Be nice. Be kind.
How the hell did we get into that? That was deep.
Yeah, I like watered up a little bit.
That got so deep.
Watered up. I've never heard anyone say, I'm just
Watered up.
What? Really?
teared up.
Teared up.
When your eyes get watery.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Watered up.
Watered up.
Oh my god.
Honestly.
I know, that was really deep. Whoa.
That was so deep.
I don't know if it's the lack of sleep or the deepness that got me all watered up, but something's going on.
Probably the alcohol percentage that's still in your body.
I can't say no to a fucking margarita.
No, who can, honestly?
Honestly, and the Hubba Bubba one that they have at El Camino, fucking suck my
A
titties.
Hubba Bubba margarita.
Oh,
Yeah.
it slaps.
It is so
fucking
good.
slaps.
Okay,
It's
I'll
like
tell you
great.
something that was fucking hard about being in America was not drinking. I'm not
Yeah.
that big of a drinker. Like, I don't party like I used to. I don't need to go out every weekend and get wasted.
Hope not.
But being pregnant and going on a trip, I've never gone on a holiday and gone to, like, you know, new restaurants and, like, new exciting places and events, and I'm just sitting there not being allowed to drink.
You know, it's a mindset though. You should get a mocktail.
I did.
Yeah.
I did get a few mocktails.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's about the cuteness of the drink.
It is, but then, like, you
No.
spend $14
It's
on a
about
mocktail.
the fucking wasted
I
bitch
was
that you
just trying
become
to make.
later.
I was trying to make her feel better.
Or even
No,
just...
I do love a light tea martini. Not gonna lie.
Yes,
I love the warmth
That's
they
what
get
I
on
was
the
drinking all
inside.
day yesterday. Slay. I was making them myself.
I had
Really?
a spicy
Yeah, babe.
passion fruit mug yesterday, and it was fucking good.
Oh, nice.
Spicy passion fruit.
I have a friend that came and met me at the casino once, and she was like, we just kept ordering spicy. She kept ordering spicy margaritas, and she just kept saying, like, she's Russian, and she's like, more spicy, more spicy, more spicy. Every time we got one, we literally went upstairs. Sorry, Brittany. We literally went upstairs, and she was getting ready for a private because she got like a ASAP job. She's like, oh, okay, like I need to
You told
get
me
ready,
this.
and we were fucking plastered. It was literally like Valentine's Day or something, and we were at the casino, like me and my ex-partner. And I just invited my friend. I was like, come on. And then we get upstairs. We were fucked. We were like just rolling around this. We're at the Darling Hub. Like, what is it? The one at the casino? The nice side.
The
of
Darling,
it?
yeah.
The Darling. Like, it is like usually like $6,000 to like book it on a weekend, like in the room. And we were there for a free night. And literally she farted. And because she had so many spicy margaritas, she like put her hand behind her butt and she shit all over her fucking hand and all over the underwear that she was going to wear to this private, like this $250 pair of like Honey Birdette lingerie undies. She just had shit all over her. I had to put her in the shower, give her my undies to wear to this private, and like, but like she caught it, like it literally was like on her hand, and we were so fucked. She like,
Why does it sound like she's done that before? She's like, oh yeah, spicy margarita, just gonna reach around, catch it. Oh my god.
Catch a
It
big
was-
fucking
Yeah.
it was like smeared between her fingers.
Oh.
Like it was the most fucking disgusting thing ever.
So fucked
But
up.
like it was so funny. And then my ex just kept calling her shitney after that. It was the funniest fucking thing. And like
I don't think I'll
honestly,
ever be able to have a spicy margarita ever again after hearing that.
Oh my
it was
god.
because she can handle a spice, but like everyone that she was drinking,
Can
like,
she? It doesn't sound like it.
Oh my god. Oh shit. But yeah, that was just so I don't drink spicy
Whoa.
margaritas for that reason, because I already
I'm never
have,
having another one again.
I've shit myself 3 times in the last like year. Like
When you're drinking?
yeah, when I'm twice in my bed.
Really?
Twice in my bed, I've just been really hungover.
I'm so glad you
like,
haven't shit in my bed.
I don't think I've ever shat myself as an adult.
I was
Neither
doing my
have I.
makeup once. I was just putting my blush and I was just singing, and I literally just. It's always after I have a big night drinking agua bombs,
Oh my
because
God.
it's not like a solid shit. It's not like a whole
Yeah.
like log. It's
like
like liquid.
It's not a whole
It's-
lot.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Don't shit.
Oh my
God.
God.
Ever since I stopped being a drug addict and drinking a lot, I haven't done it. So I don't think it was actually me. It was
How was your
Ariana.
lifestyle?
It was Ariana. It wasn't me.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever shit myself as an adult. I pissed my pants at your birthday a couple of years ago, and you
Yeah,
had to
you
blow
did.
dry my pants
You
because
did.
I had
You
nothing
did.
else to wear.
I remember that.
Oh
That
my
was so
God.
funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
I can't
God.
believe I just said that on the fucking podcast.
I
Oh
love
my
that you just said that.
Well, I
That
had
is
to bring
so-
the mood back up after such a deep
Honestly.
conversation.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
Or like,
honestly.
say sorry to your mum and don't drink spicy margaritas.
Because you'll shit yourself.
Oh my God, I can't stop crying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was so funny, cunt.
You should call the podcast Jordyn cries.
Jordyn crying. Oh, honestly. I never cry in front of people, so
You
count
literally
yourselves.
never cry.
Mm.
Literally never. I have trauma from crying. I wasn't allowed to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No, my ex would get mad at me when I cried, so I think I just,
Held it in.
yeah, I can't cry anymore.
How good's letting out a good cry though?
I am a
Only when I'm
crybaby
alone.
through and through.
Only when I'm alone.
I'm literally going to get the word crybaby tattooed on me. That's how
That's
Do
much.
hot.
it.
That's hot.
sick.
Yeah.
You should get it in red writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get it in the same letters that I have the Cali tattoo. Like
Cute.
the
Oh, yeah,
Old
do that.
English.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it on the other ankle?
Because I have a whole leg sleeve.
Oh,
thing.
true, yeah. I forgot
Just in
about
case you didn't remember.
that. I did. I forgot.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
No, I want to get it
Oh my
like
God.
somewhere. I think I want to get it like on the back of my shoulder blade.
Mm.
So when someone's like
Why don't you get it down your
comforting me,
cleavage?
like
When they're comforting you.
like
Oh, cute.
So it's
no, I
crazy.
actually don't know where I want
What
to get
about
it.
right
but-
down here, down the middle of your cleavage? Cute jumper.
Yeah, so cute. Where'd you get that?
London? No.
Express post from London.
Yeah, it's a special gift. A
That's
special
cute.
gift until they get here.
I love that.
It smells like sex. Like not like actual sex, like they smell so good that it makes me want to have sex.
That's so interesting because it's somebody who you
Smells
haven't
it.
met in person,
Wait.
someone long distance, and they've
Smell
sent
this.
you something that. Oh, that does smell good.
It's like a bit like rustic.
Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
it's really hot.
That's actually so cool. Like, imagine, well, you are literally doing it. Like, you're talking to someone long distance, and then they send you an item of clothing, and you get to smell them.
and a 4-page handwritten letter. And 3 packets of
Shit.
lollies.
Shit.
They know you.
They got me.
Yeah.
They-
What are UK lollies?
So they're called baby sharks. They're just like these little blue gummy baby blue sharks. They're kind of
The
like
blue and white ones?
no.
Oh.
So that's what I thought they were gonna be, but
blue
they're just
lollies are
like
the best.
clear blue. But they also sent me some vegan lollies,
Really?
some Coke bottle fizz straws, and
I
they're
wish
vegan.
you brought them.
I should have. Damn it.
Yum.
But they sent me the baby sharks. They sent me like these fizzy. Also, they keep having a go at me because, well, not having a go, but I keep saying lollies, and their lollies are our ice blocks. So I'm like, oh my
What?
god, these lollies are so good, and they're like, they're not lollies, like because they call them sweets.
Oh.
And I'm
yeah,
like,
Bianca calls it candy.
How weird is that we just have different names for things
Yeah.
that mean the same thing, but we've just decided in different countries that we're just going to call it different things.
Yeah.
Like what?
Sweet.
Like who said, I don't want to call it candy. I'm going to call it a lolly.
Oh, I just thought about
But what is
crunching
a
on an ice
lolly,
block,
though?
but
Lollies are weird.
it's so weird that they call it ice blocks lollies. I hate
Yeah.
ice blocks.
Yeah. I love ice blocks.
I can't
I
even
don't
think about
they,
it.
I don't think they call them ice blocks in America. What,
No,
what do they
they're-
call them?
Popsicles.
Popsicles? Yeah, they do.
Popsicle?
And they call lollipops suckers.
Yeah, that's kind of hot though.
But it sounds gross in our accent. Sucker.
Yeah.
Oi, can I have a sucker? Oi.
But they call them suckers.
Yeah.
You're saying oi at the beginning of a sentence.
So
Bianca goes before, she goes, there's 2 things that Zoe cannot do. Call me bro, because I'm your
No,
fucking...
mate.
Oh, mate.
Mate.
Because I'm your fucking wife, and say oi to me.
Yeah.
I will ignore her if she says oi.
I never
And,
have.
I mean, no, of
but
course
she's
not.
just always like, don't. If I say it to other people, she's always like, don't oi me. Don't
Yeah.
ever say oi to me.
I oid beep the other day, and it kind of made me feel really gross when I said
What?
it.
Oi. Cunt. Oh, what are we doing? I was
What?
trying to spell it out.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's not. I'm literally saying beep for a reason.
I'm trying to spell it out with
Why
my
are you
fingers.
doing that?
Couldn't you see what I was doing? I was spelling.
I literally said beep so that I don't say their name.
Oh.
You are.
I was saying
Sometimes-
cunt. I thought you were saying oi cunt. I
No.
didn't even pick up on the fact that you were talking about a person.
Well, I just outed myself completely.
Yeah, I didn't even realise what you were talking about.
I did. I knew you were blocking out their name.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not that I need to, but
You
like just
oid
for-
this
Okay, now I
Yeah,
can see where I really went wrong there.
Yeah, you're like this person.
I was spelling
she was
out
spelling
cunt.
cunt.
Wow, we were just on different pages then.
Yeah,
Completely
totally.
different books, babe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I oyed them, and when I said oi, I didn't like. I kind of was like, ew. I don't think I even ever say that, but because I was speaking to someone who has a different accent, I feel like my Australian becomes more Australian.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it makes me yuck.
Yeah, I felt like that when
hate
I was
having
in
an Aussie
America.
accent.
Apparently people froth an Aussie accent.
They do. Everyone
Yeah.
in the US is like, oh, I love listening to you talk. And I'm like, what?
Why?
It sounds
Ew.
dirty.
Yeah, I don't like the Australian accent.
Yeah.
We can't.
Boy, that's... Yeah, we
That's
got
feral. Isn't it feral?
feral.
Feral Cheryl.
Feral barrel.
Okay, what's like the most like Aussie sentence that you think like if someone was like, tell me an Aussie sentence, what would you say?
And don't say throw a shrimp on the barbie because that's
No,
not
it's
it.
not even close.
No.
I just like how we speak so like, oh yeah, nah. Like,
Yeah,
and
nah,
we know
yeah.
what that means.
Yeah.
Like we just speak.
But and nah, yeah, is different. Yeah.
I don't know what the most Aussie sentence I would say is.
Just we speak so like.
I just say cunt too much. I think that's my Aussie in me. That's
Yeah.
my Aussiest thing that I do.
Me and Bianca did a video where I was teaching her some Australian slang that like I haven't seen people do videos of because you know it's always the same words that
Yeah.
people teach Americans. And one of the ones I taught her was glass Barbie. Do you guys know what
Do you
that
know
is?
No.
What about you?
What's that?
It's a crack pipe.
It's a crack pipe. The South Side people are like, glass Barbie.
I was like, yeah, I got you
Yeah, I know
straight
what that
away.
is. Yeah, so I asked Bianca if she knows what a glass Barbie is. And she's like, thought it was like literally a glass, like the material Barbie doll.
I thought it was a barbecue.
You thought it was what?
A barbecue.
Oh no.
No, babe.
No, a glass Barbie is a crack pipe. It was just so funny because Bianca was so confused. She was like, why would you call it that? Like, well, Barbie, because it's a barbecue. And it's glass.
Made of
What
glass.
other weird things did you learn in Logan?
I've never seen a glass Barbie in real life, just so everyone knows, but
Oh,
I do know
really?
what it is.
I have, but I haven't used it.
No, I haven't
No, I've
used
never
them
seen
either.
one before.
Aren't they just the
I-
same sort of pipe you can smoke weed out of? Are they different?
No
A
idea.
little bit different.
Oh. See, I'm very uneducated.
Yeah, I'm not going to really explain how it's done because I don't feel like I should know that.
Oh my god, I literally can't.
That was
I've cried
funny.
this whole fucking episode. You guys got me. You guys got me good this one.
Yeah, baby.
You got me good.
Another
Oh.
one though that I thought was really funny was I taught her what a lollipop lady is.
Oh my
I was
god,
like, do you,
cute. I love
yeah.
them.
I was like, do you know what a lollipop lady is? And Bianca and her mum were like, no, like someone who like gives out suckers, like what? And I'm like, no, it's just the person who
That's
like
a pedophile.
yeah. It's just someone who helps kids cross the street, like the lollipop lady. And they were both just like, why would you call it that? Like it's something a child
Because
could
they hold a
call it.
lollipop stick.
Yeah, they're holding a giant lollipop. I think it's so cute.
Yeah, and they're usually volunteers.
Yeah,
So
they're
cute.
We
adorable.
tell kids don't go up to people who are offering you lollies, but go stand with that lollipop lady. That
Yeah.
must be really confusing.
Really confusing for children. Yeah.
It's because they're ladies and women are just.
Careful what you say. Don't get cancelled.
I'm just gonna stop.
But I
there.
did see a TikTok the other day about kids not knowing who strangers are. Like, you know, we teach them, like, don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
But then if someone's like to a kid, oh, like, I've lost my puppy. Can you help me find it? And I've got some candy in my car.
Those videos scare
A kid's
me.
not going to think that person is a stranger because in their mind they think, oh, well, a stranger's a really scary person who's going
Yeah.
to try to take me. But then
Yeah.
someone's being really nice and saying, oh, I've lost my puppy. So I've been seeing these TikToks of parents being like, don't teach your kids that way.
Did you ever watch that TV show? I think it's called Parental Guidance.
And they
they
put the kids
They
in
put the kids in the playground, and they were like, it was like an experiment. So they were they were getting filmed,
Mm.
and they would put the kids in the playground and then they would get like an actor to go up to them
I've
and
seen
be
this
like,
on
Try and
TikTok.
abduct them,
and be like, oh, can you come help me find my dog? And like watching the parents watch the video and watching their like they hold their breath because they don't know how the kid reacts.
And almost every kid goes with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw one and there was two girls walking and they ended up saying no, there was a woman in the car trying to get them to get in the car. And then as she ended up giving up and driving away, the kid was like, I think she was trying to take us.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so scary.
I think that would be the utmost worst, top number one worst thing in the world.
So scary.
I was watching that Madeleine McCann documentary the other day. I think the mum's guilty, but that's just my
Oh my
opinion.
God, I saw a TikTok and this is so savage, but it's just too funny not to share. Where someone has a TikTok account where their name is Madeleine McCann. And so they've commented on some girl's TikTok saying, you should go back to your ex. And she's responded to it. So it pops up with a little box in the left and it says like, Madeleine McCann said, you should go back to your ex. And this girl fucking replies to this person and says, not Madeleine McCann telling me to go back to my ex. You should go back to your parents. And it was
no.
so savage.
That is savage.
The top comment was like, too soon.
It is too soon. That
No,
poor little
I
girl.
hope that little girl is safe, but
I know,
I
me
don't
too,
think that
Me
she
too,
is.
yeah.
I just think that, yeah, I'm not going to get into that because I think it's a controversial topic, but
I think she got sold to sex trafficking.
Yeah, I think the parents know.
That's my conspiracy theory.
The dad's under the
It's
mum's thumb.
Wait, did you see that girl who like made claims that she's like, I think I am
Yeah.
her?
I think they did
And
a
she's got the
test.
same thing in her eye.
Yeah.
Didn't they do a DNA
They
test?
did, but the parents were so hesitant to do it. Like, if someone was like, I believe that I'm your daughter, wouldn't you as a parent be like, yes, let's get the DNA done,
Yeah.
like straight? They were like, no, we don't really want to do it. But then she ended up not being her, but they think that she's another missing child.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, from like a different part of Europe. But like, imagine, like, oh my God,
Wow.
it's like the scariest thing. One time I lost my sister in a shopping center and I like literally, I was like, she was probably only like 4 or 5 and I like lost her in a shopping center and I have never felt that feeling and I hope to God that I never ever feel that ever in my life. But like she just like walked around the corner and was hiding from me.
Oh
That's so
my
scary.
God.
But I literally was like going up to people being like, have you seen my sister, like bawling my eyes out, screaming like, and she's
When I
just
was,
playing
like,
a prank.
10, I think. I remember I was in my room and I'd heard my brother like go into my mum's room and ask her something and she was like, can you get out? Like I'm still sleeping or whatever. And he got annoyed and then I heard the front door and I was like, what the fuck? And like I got out of my room and then I'm looking all around the house and I couldn't find him and I went down to my grandma because we lived with her and I was like, do you know where Zach is? And she was like, no, why? And I'm like, I think he went out the front door. And I went and woke my mum up and we couldn't find him and he was fully missing. She had to literally call the police. It was, I remember every single second of this day because it was so traumatizing. I was so scared.
How old were you?
I think I was like 10 and he was probably like 8
Oh my God.
and maybe a little bit younger, maybe like 7 and 9. And yeah, we literally had to call the police and mum drove around everywhere looking for him. And I remember she left and told me to stay home with my grandma. But I was like, I want to go look for him too. So I went out walking the streets and I walked down to like, we lived across the road from our school. So I went down like looking through the school. It was on the weekend. And I'm just like looking everywhere. And then one of my brother's friend's mums called my mum and said like, hey, your son's here. He had walked so far. Like no one's going to know if you don't know these areas, but we lived in Shayla Park, right near Shayla Park High School. And he walked to Kimberley Primary School.
That's
like,
what I went to primary school.
yeah, same.
Yeah, we went
Did we
to the
talk
same
about
primary
this?
school.
Yeah, we did. I was like, what? Yeah, so that's pretty far for an 8-year-old to like walk.
Yeah.
And so he walked all the way there to her house and the mum called my mum and everything. And then I remember she brought him back to the house and then the police came over to like follow up like hours later. And I remember these 2 cops standing in the driveway and me and mum and Zach went outside and mum was like, oh, like it's okay, we found him and stuff. And the cop literally just started yelling at my brother. He's like, mate, do you know how much like time you've wasted? Like you're wasting police resources, like yelling at my brother. And I literally just watched my mum be like, she just like snapped and was like, first of all, don't fucking speak to my kid. Like she was like, don't you can talk to me, don't talk to him. Secondly, this is your fucking job. Like she went off at them, and I'm just standing there watching my mum yell at these police, and they were like, well, we have better things to be doing. She's like, what, looking for missing children? Like, that's literally your job. That's why I called you to help me. Oh and then they were just like, all right, well, we're glad that he was found and left. And I just remember being like, holy shit, my mum just yelled at cops. Like, I was like,
what a
superpower.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
But it was so scary. And I never forget every single thing about that day. Like the weather, what I was wearing, what my brother was wearing, everything. Because I was so fucking scared. I was like, this is like those shows where like someone goes missing, because I thought someone had like took my brother. Like I thought the worst.
Do you remember when my brother went missing?
I do.
Yeah.
And we were all posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, he was in like a really bad mental state, and I was like, I don't think that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Everyone was posting on Facebook for me, everything like that, and then he literally called me like 2 days later and was like, I've just been at some girl's house and my phone has had no data. And I'm like, there's police looking for you. I had friends driving around all of Brisbane City.
Yeah, I think me and my brother
and your brother drove around like West End or something.
Yeah, you were like, he hangs around in this kind of area, so we just went driving all around.
Because I was like, I think he's like offed himself. Like,
that was so scary.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then he's like, I got so like angry at him because I was like, you can't just like go missing like that.
Yeah. Because it was like a full 2 days.
Yeah.
It was like day, night,
awful.
day. Like, yeah, that was scary.
Oh my God. How did we survive back in the day without phones to contact people?
I know. I
them?
literally was just thinking that. Like, what did they do?
I didn't have a phone until high school.
We just had to be home before the street lights came on.
Same.
That was like our rule before we had phones. As soon as the lights came on the street and it was dinner time, all the kids went home.
How good's having your friends' locations now?
Oh,
yeah.
Love it.
I check it all the time.
Yeah, I checked this morning. I thought, I wonder if Emily's at Coomera or at her place. And I just checked your location, and then that's why I was like, do you want to come to us? Like, I could have easily just texted and said, hey, where are you? But it's just so nice looking at your location. I don't know
I've got
why.
my location all the time. She'll text me like on days when I don't go to school. She'll be like, it'll be like 10:30 and she'll be like, so no school?
I'm like, yay, let's hang out.
I love it. But I have, if you go back, like, I don't know, I have a like whole list of people's locations in my phone that I don't talk to anymore, but I can still see where they are all the time. Like, if
they know?
I don't think so, but I can literally just see where they all are.
It really like stabs you in a little bit when it comes up and saying so-and-so has to stop sharing their location with you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's offensive.
Same.
Yeah. It's like,
especially when you break up with someone, they do it straight away and you're like, you fucking sly little cunt.
When's the right time after a breakup to stop sharing your location?
Definitely not immediately, that's for sure.
Honestly, I'd do it immediately.
I usually do it before we break up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like
checked out already.
Every time I leave someone, my location is not on in my head.
It depends on the situation too, because there are some people who use the location, like they abuse the privilege of having that, whereas I've never done that to anyone. I've never been like, I know where you are, or I would never show up to where someone is.
Yeah.
But there's people who don't respect other people's space.
I was going to do that one time. I was so close to doing it, but I'm so glad that I didn't. You know what pisses me off too? When you break up with someone and they like immediately unfollow you or like just that kind of shit. Stopping sharing location and immediately unfollowing you. Like, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up. Literally grow up.
But I do
You don't care that much about my Instagram to unfollow me that quickly.
I do love about...
Get it out, babe.
Piss me off.
Like when you're a fan of like, you know, even just watching the Ultimatum, like you going on and seeing like, oh, do they still follow each other? Like it's a way to see. And you can always tell, like, you know, when you notice on Instagram, you're like, I think they've broken up. Like before everyone knows a couple's broken up. And
100%.
you can always tell through Instagram just because they start posting differently.
Their stories change, their feed changes, their followers go up immensely.
Yes.
When I was dating my ex, I literally was sitting at like a revenue of followers where it would go up and down by like 10. And now I've gained like 400 followers since we broke up.
Wow.
And like just from posting.
Yeah.
Like, and just like people.
That's because you are so much better now than you ever were when
And
you were
you're
with
just
him.
being more consistent too. Like
Yeah.
people see you being consistent on social media.
And
And
breakup
genuine.
blow up is real.
Yeah, and I feel like you present yourself in a genuine way on social media as well. So I feel like that's another reason why people do follow you, because it's not just a cute girl wearing fucking outfits, constantly promoting other people's brands. You're just promoting yourself as
I literally
a person.
said this to C the other day.
Yeah.
I was just like, I think the reason why I've always had like an increase of following is because I don't like follow trends of like how people are posting. Like I don't like, I don't care about my grid. I don't care about my stories. Like literally what you get is what you get.
Same.
And I just blast it out. Like I don't post like my Instagram is chaotic, but it's like, so am I, babe.
I don't think your Instagram is chaotic. I think you present yourself exceptionally well on your Instagram.
Oh, compared to how I am in real life, absolutely. Like that is a very like watered down version.
I know
of
what
me.
you mean though, chaotic in terms of it's not like
it's not clean. It doesn't like
none of us.
There's no aesthetic on it. Like it's just I just post like if I'm like I like this photo, I post it. I'm not like, oh, I can't post that because I have this next to it or this under it.
Oh no, I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
Like some people are like, and like, don't get me wrong, if I could be like that, it's like owning a diary. Like it's like you're either like that or you're not like that, and I am not. I don't care if I post 3 selfies in a row or like 3 dance videos in a row or like there's so much of like my friends on my Instagram on my main feed that it's like I don't know. Some people's Instagrams just I look at it and I'm like, fuck, that looks so good, but I could never invest that much time into caring about what my feed looks like.
Neither.
I feel like my Instagram looks really good and I don't put like effort into.
Yes, you do.
Well, I mean, I do. I take lots of photos, but not in the sense of like what kind of order they have to go in or anything like that. It's just photos that I like because I like taking photos.
I don't like I can't fathom the idea of like posting like the same color. Like, you know how there are people who have like an all white feed, because then you go on their page and sometimes they'll have like a quote or something just to fit the feed,
like a filler photo.
Yeah, but
every
it's-
second one.
yeah,
That's
but
just
it's
like
not-
super.
Like a Doberman with a gold Louis Vuitton tooth or something.
and it's yeah, it's just Tumblr's gone. Like Tumblr is done. We're not on Tumblr anymore. I just don't like that vibe.
Actually, speaking of colourful feeds, did you know one time Kim Kardashian photoshopped a pink Birkin bag on the table because her feed was pink?
Really?
She just
God.
like literally whoever does her Instagram, like there was no bag on the table,
Yeah.
and because everything else on her feed at that point had something pink in it, they just put
Wow.
a pink Birkin bag on the table.
Shit, I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
I don't have that much money.
She probably just had one in her cupboard. She could have gone and
Yeah,
gotten.
she probably just took a photo of one and said, just, you know how you do that thing where you hold it and you can like...
Drag it over.
Yeah, copy and paste.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to be shady then, but...
it's fine.
What shade?
No tea, no
But seriously though, I was being genuine just in general about not liking. I mean, not that I don't like it. It looks cool, I guess, when you go on someone's page, but then I think when that person posts, I'm not like, I don't know, it's like not interesting, or it's not their real life. It's just like you're just posting a color.
Yeah.
It's just a solid color.
Yeah.
You know what? It's your art. It's your page. Do whatever you want with it.
I think it's different if they take the photos. Like if you're like an aesthetically, like you have a good eye for aesthetic and it's things in your life like of like things that you
Like
see.
Grace's feed.
Yeah, like Grace's feed. Like there's a lot of people that we know who do have like nice aesthetic feeds like that where it's actual photos that you could find on their camera roll.
That they took. Yeah.
But when it's like a waterfall with like the Gucci sign in it, it's kind of like
that Gucci sign's not really there.
and you haven't been to that waterfall.
And you probably can't afford Gucci, so let's just.
Oh.
Neither can I, but I'm just saying, like.
Neither, sis. Oh, well, that was the best. I am so happy to be here.
I hope
So
you guys
glad you're
like.
back home.
Yeah, I'm
God.
glad to be back home.
Oh my
missed
God,
you.
this feels good. I feel like I'm rejuvenated.
Same.
This is like therapy.
It is
100%.
This is my therapy
I
session.
can't believe I
for the week.
cried.
I hope you all
My eyes keep
enjoyed a
watering up.
longer podcast session.
Yeah, if this is what you like, that is what we're going to keep doing, longer episodes. We just got lots to say.
We do. Too
We
much.
just talk so much shit.
I know.
do.
Hopefully it's not too bad. I mean,
No, I think
ramble
it's
wise.
great. I like when we meet up, like when we hang out, like not doing a podcast, and then we're talking and we're like, this should be on the podcast
Yeah,
every
Literally.
time.
We're like, hold that conversation.
Yeah, don't tell me that story yet.
Yeah, literally. Love
Yeah,
it.
what a good time.
Should we do this again? Ready? Yes! Oh, yes! Come on, Emmy.
The fact that you just told me that.
Emmy.
Fuck. All right.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Also, we have some little like merch stickers coming around. So if you see them around everywhere, can you please tag us? Like take a photo and tag us. You'll be finding them everywhere. We are going to go fucking mental.
Maybe we can send some out to people who want them.
Yeah,
that'd
if
be
you want
cool.
an Ex-Best Friends podcast sticker.
Let us.
Comment on this.
Or if you have a small business that would take some like cards.
I can't wait to get a new phone case and put it in the back of my phone.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
can't wait to put it on the back of your car.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm getting
Are you
one for
gonna
my
put one-
car.
Are you going to put one on the back of the Tessie? Or is that like putting a bumper sticker
On
on
a
Miss
Bentley.
Bentley.
I don't know if I could do that, but I do want to put it on. I'll put it on the back of my phone.
Yeah.
Put a sticker on there. I actually did see someone driving around in a Tesla the other day with their business on the back of the tablet screen, so you could see it from out there.
Oh,
kinda cool, like,
that's...
Yeah.
You got to do something different. You're driving a robot, so...
Pretty much. You're driving a robot.
You are. This is a fucking robot. This car has a mind of its own.
Well, thanks guys for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
TikTok,
We
Share
love you
us
so
around.
much.
the whole thing.
We missed you guys. No, not you. Them.
I was saying me too, as in
Oh.
like, I agree with you. You fuck with